Oh, right. Happy Pokemon Day. Jesus Christ, right. Sorry, I'm about 15 minutes or so late. I had to run out and do some things this morning. And I had to set up for later for doing the reacts to the Direct, which is in about 2 3/4 hours. So very much looking forward to that and getting disappointed by Pokemon as we do every year. But before we get into all that fun, we are going to talk about what's happened with this fucking Raikou. You may see the number on stream for the number of DAs done, and you may realise that is significantly higher than it was last time I was live. It was on about 120 something, I think, when I had to disappear last Saturday. Apologise for no Sunday stream. Something came up. Personal, don't go into it. We'll move on from there. But Sophie and I have been doing Raikous throughout the week. Her considered, well, not considered more, but more than me. I appreciate her for that. We didn't get a shiny until 156 DAs, which was a Sandaconda, which is in my box right now. And then we went on the biggest dry streak I've ever seen in DA history. We went from 156 DAs for no shiny to 234 DAs before getting anything. So yeah, like what, 78 DAs or something stupid with no shiny. It's like 90% odds to not happen, or worse than that. I calculated last night. So very, very unlucky. At which point we got a shiny. It was Sandslash. Yeah, it was Sandslash on Soph's game. But also on Soph's game, that magnificent beast right there. So it took us a very long time. What are the normal odds in the way of hunt? Depending on the game. So we were doing DAs last time, which is 1 in 100 for every Pokemon. It all depends. I do every sort of method on the Switch. For eggs, it's 1 in 512. For encounters with no charm, 1 in 4096. In this game, encounters with charm, 1 in 1135. It varies a lot. Oh, Sifu, thank you for the sad trombone. But this is a happy trombone, because we've got the Raikou. Now you can play the sad trombone, because we have to ruin this poor magnificent beast, because Mips redeemed to nickname the Pokemon, and he chose Pooh. So I have to go nickname this beautiful Raikou Pooh. But then we get to spin the wheel, and we get to move on and find out what we are doing next today. So, not all negative. This is not the sound you thought you was going to play? What were you expecting? Yeah, Pokemon Center. You need to shiny hunting to do that? Fair enough. Feel free to ask questions. I'm not exactly an expert. I should be, considering how long I've been shiny hunting. But I am learning more as I go. But feel free to ask any questions. I'll help where I can. Right. This poor thing. It's called Pooh. But it has been redeemed. It's been done. Pooh is gone. I can wipe Pooh off my board. I'll put it in the box with the other shinies from this little hunt. There they are. The Sandaconda that Soph got. I suppose it is a bit more tuber. I sort of just played. Well, it's just that's what I got from the alerts thing on there. The Price of Right losing one. Yeah. That probably is a bit more correct for the sound, but it was called that. Yeah, this Exeggutor, Grimmsnarl, which is the first one I think Soph got. My Boltund, my Stunfisk, Raikou. You may notice a lack of what do you call it? A lack of Sandslash there, but it was in the same exact one that Soph got hers. So I could not take it. We couldn't take it. We were up at 6:30 a.m. this morning doing that hunt, by the way. We were determined, after as many as we did, not to give up on getting shiny. So we kept going until at 6:30. She got the Sandslash, she popped off, we can go to bed. Flicked onto the next one, and I don't think I've ever seen her so excited about anything. Like, she was like jumping around on the couch and everything. Like, just like she spun around on the couch. She was like, celebrating at fucking 6 a.m. in the morning. It was so funny. You've been hunting for the day for 4.5 months in Scarlet, and you think you're doing something wrong? Are you using the sandwiches? Like electrical fairy sandwich? Because, yeah, 4.5 months is a long time. Yeah, I can update the command now for Raikou. I don't want to spoiler it if anybody came to chat earlier that we actually got it and when we got it. So, boom, that command's updated. Right, and now we get to spin the wheel. I've been looking forward to this for a while because DAs, I love DAs to an extent. After so long, they do grow a little bit tiring and vexing. You're doing them in raids. So, raids are not great shiny odds. I would recommend looking up these shiny recipes. You'll notice there is electric and there's fairy up here. And those sandwiches there can give you good shiny odds. You can't get more than 4-star raids, as in you can't find any at all if you complete the game, because you should be able to if you complete the game. And then you can get the Herb Mystica. Okay, using it, yeah. But as long as you have like some of the Herb Mystica, as long as you've got a salty one, I think you can make them work. And then you should be able to find the Dedenne, yeah, using Electrical Fairy. Right, what are we starting off today with? I'm hoping for something good. After the Raikou, I need some dopamine today. I need some shinies. We need to pop off on stream for Pokemon Day. Imagine I get Dedenne. It'd be very, very funny. We are not. We are getting... Is it Flamigo or is it Gloom? It is Gloom. If I get some of variants, you mean like the Alolan forms and things like that? Because they are, if you see like Linoon there, Galarian, they are individually all on this wheel as the different versions. Right, we rolled Gloom. This one I can see having a lot of options. This could be any number of games. Alright, let's go Sword and Shield, BDSP, Scarlet Violet. I definitely know which one I want. Even Unknown, Burmian, or Ikorio. Oh, I wasn't planning on doing the multiple versions of them, no. Yo, Kieran, thank you for the good luck. Right. Let's get you changed to Gloom. And then let us find out where we're getting Gloom. 2 of these I don't mind, 2 of these I don't want. For what it's worth. So this could be very 50-50 for me. So let's go. It is Sword and Shield. It is Scarlet and Violet. And it is BDSP. Yo, Tails as well. How's it going? You think you did it because it says to finish the storylines, but didn't go to Area 0? Yeah, it might be that you've not gone to Area 0 and done that whole storyline. But if you finished the game and got the credits, then you should be able to get 5 stars, I think. Right. What is our punishment? I want this one. We want Scarlet and Violet, 100%, the red one. If not, we want Let's Go. So a good chunk of the board here is useful. The other 2, not so great. Unless this is Radarable, in which case BDSP is not terrible. Right, enough yapping. What are we doing? Okay, let's go. I can handle Let's Go. I'm alright with this. Right, let's reset that. Quickly update my Up there, my game. I'm assuming I can just find Gloom as well. Right. Also, I forgot to turn the music off for the wheel, but I guess we're over it. You want to go back to your ranch? What do you reckon? We getting a new Pokemon ranch today? I somehow, on the list of things we could get, Pokemon Ranch is not particularly high on my expectations. I won't lie to you. I've never actually done it though, so like I wouldn't hate Pokemon Ranch, but I'm not exactly crying out for it. Actually, I'm going to stop the music and let the game audio take over for this one. Can you actually hear the game audio? Is it coming through? If there'd be any game audio, it's very annoying. I'm sure there normally is. Oh, I know what's fuck. Oh, that's so annoying. So I deleted some audio groups off my other pages, and it has managed to delete them from here too, which is very annoying. Oh, how do I re-add them? That's so frustrating. This one isn't it? Could you even hear Spotify? I imagine you probably couldn't. It was being stupid. I don't know why I deleted them off all my off of all of them. I'm the only thing you can hit. I mean, that makes sense. Right, you should have hit game audio now at least. Is the game audio coming through? It might be quite quiet. Pika Pika, that's a good sound. Right, what else has managed to disappear off of there? I'm hoping the alerts, TTS, and everything still works. Right. Is it any of these other ones I think I deleted? Discord doesn't need to be on there. I'll put Livespit audio back on there because Livespit does have sounds. Right, I think I just need to like turn those off when I go on to stream later. Right. Technical issues aside, I think we are ready for this shiny hunt. And yeah, we'll do a bit of game audio today rather than Spotify. We always listen to Spotify, my bad playlist of Sonic music. Gloom. Where are you best located? I reckon that's probably our best bet there, isn't it? You're doing Babe Mode Sunshine Bingo on Saturday? As in on your own or with people, like a competitive one? Skydash. Bingo-thon has a get yourself bingo in event? Ah. These are my party I can ride. No one. Do I not have a rideable Pokemon in this game? Please tell me I don't have a rideable Pokemon in this game. I need to get one of those. I'm guessing I was still have a lower active. I'm not thrilled by the number of Glooms I've seen to start this. We'll find out if there's any. Yep. Find out what the best encounter rate for Gloom is in this game. Yeah, we're not Pokeballs. Yo, Octo. Yes, we did eventually get Raikou. Me and Soph got it at like 6:30 this morning. Alright, I'm now just trying to find the best place to encounter Gloom. It's 15% there. 15. I'm catching an idea of what I'm going to get myself into here. It's a jumper too. I also don't know its flea animation yet. Let's hope we never find out. 15. $14. Alright, looks like this is probably our best bet to get Gloom. Hopefully someone wants to keep playing Sunshine Bingo. It'd be cool to grow with someone. Perhaps Funky who has been reached with Sunshine Bingo recently. Okay, so potential. Yeah, I'm not loving the 15% life. I won't lie. I think as I get more of these, though, they become more common. Is the way this game is supposed to work. Also, I googled Gloom flea animation there and then just did not watch anything. I currently selected BTS. I've done a bunch of Moon and Clips up front just to have a chance as well. Yes, not a very nice introduction if you're already having to learn tricks, basically two-player. I can think this being a ball-intensive combat this right? What? I'm just waiting to see a new animation. You get dog bob when anyone actually runs such a thing, though. I mean, that's if you. This is taking the piss. I'm getting trolled by a Gloom live on stream. I know, yeah. Like, what is it? Like, yellow with excellent. It should not be escaping from more than one of those. Rude. I've decided I don't like this grass. This is probably going to be worse, but at least it's a big one. I thought he was going to jump again then. I'm going to be reacting to it live on stream also. I'll be watching it on stream, reacting. It's quite convenient that it actually lines up with my regular stream schedule. And then I'm going to finish about normal time-ish. So I'll probably watch the presents and do a little bit of shiny hunting afterwards, or talking about it. Or probably talking about it while we shiny hunt. And then I'm going to go and play Leaf Green Fire Red with Soph probably for the rest of today. Maybe it works, you'll be able to watch. Damn. I'm usually at work Pokemon Day. It's only just it's fallen on a Friday that I'm not. I usually just watch it on my lunch break. Doesn't really appear to be any good grass for this. They're all just sort of smaller patches. I'm sure I'm right in thinking that once you start getting a chain going, you become more likely to encounter that Pokemon. Can you get out of the Venonat, please? Yeah, but I don't mind it. Like, I get that, you know, some people complain about it, but I really don't think it's that deep. I don't think it's that expensive for what it is. Like, could it have been cheaper? Sure. But I don't think $20 or like $17.99 or $16.99 here for us is that bad for the game. Should have cost more than $10. I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I don't think it's. When they released it, I didn't think, oh, that's expensive for what it is. I thought, ah, cool. Before anyone asks, I've already had this conversation with a couple people. No, they will not be getting added to the wheel. I think we're expecting it to have, like, you have to transfer to home, but then not back from home, which I think is totally reasonable. That's what they originally posted, but then deleted it, so we will see. better than Mario Galaxy ports. Are they bad? Are they? Like, Mario, I know, is just historically quite bad. I mean, so is Pokemon, so not much there. But yeah, like if you were to try and get that game now legally and play it, you know, on console system, it'd cost you significantly more than $20. Like you'd have to get a console itself can cost more than that, even if you get a pretty knackered one. I feel like it did have box support, yeah. What's with the Venomoths? Yeah, I'm sure all Gen 3 games can go to box. If I remember right. Where my Glooms at? What is this? Yeah, like if they can't transfer it from home, then I'm gonna be a little annoyed at that because I don't think there's any excuse not to be able to go from the game to home. They made the Gen 1 and Gen 2 on a 3DS able to transfer through what that one was called, was that box? Oh, from home to Fire Red Leaf. I don't think that's necessary at all. And I think the best you'll get is you can transfer other Pokemon from that generation, much like you could in some of the earlier home games. Like you'll be able to transfer native from those games back, which I think is all you can really do in this, isn't it? You can only transfer Pokemon from Let's Go back into Let's Go. I feel like if they're doing this though, like they really should be releasing like other Gen 3 games. Just releasing these and then like being unable to complete them is a bit weird. Unlike most gens now cut off from the current ecosystem. Most gen, not really, no. So in theory, everything from Gen 3 onwards can still be transferred into home. So Tauros. Like directly through each other. Through Bank, which does still exist. I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal, personally. Like, unless you don't care if I can send any of my newer Pokemon back to Fire Red Leaf Green. Like, the games are so different in terms of how everything is done that I don't think you need to be able to. Now we get the rare spawns. Again, I don't see the issue of Legends Z and Gen 10 not being able to go backwards. But I really don't see an issue with that. Do I just go with the old school, what we thought was meta in the old days? It's nothing new considering like things like Power Pop, but you just don't see the reason for it. I mean, it's one of those things that I guess like if it was there, I wouldn't complain. But yeah, I'm just not crying out for the ability to transfer back. Like that's what it was when it first came out. Like when Home originally released, you couldn't go backwards. I'm really not worried that I can't now in the new ones. Maybe there's some kind of built-in trigger for Mega Evolutions that the older games cannot handle. Yeah, if you already had Bank, like you can't get it again. I said it kind of still exists, but yeah, or you can mod your 3DS and get it that way. I feel like the majority of people that cared about transferring up from the old games probably already had Bank. I think the number of people that be impacted by not being able to get it now is not very high. We'll get to a point in the future where, like, 3DSs and DSs that have bank bank attached to them, I'll try that one. It'll become like when fucking Flappy Bird got taken off the App Store. People just paying like hundreds for them. It could have been you, but then you realise you don't actually like Pokemon games, just the anime Darkrai. So you're not missing out. Like, for the most part, the only people really affected by the lack of bank transferability now will be shiny hunters and people that want to finish the decks. It's like there's a few Pokemon that are still available in the old games that aren't available in the newer games that you can only get by going back, which, you know, fair enough. But again, the number of people that are impacted by that must be so low. And like one of those Pokemon is potentially, if we actually get the event, about to be released on Switch anyway, in Deoxys. They better give us the events. I'm gonna be so mad if we get them and don't get the events. There's 0 sense. Like the added Celebi in the Crystal one, let us have in Fire Red Leaf again for the Deoxys one. Yeah, like it's literally just mythicals now. So like, that's what I'm saying. The number of unavailables is very low. And Poipole. You can get Poipole in Sword and Shield. I played for Platinum Gold, the actual replay, had a hell of a time with my Darkrai. And Neotails, grabs them first. Yeah, you can't shiny hunter, yeah. There's still some like shiny limitations. Like you can't get oh you can, I'm stupid. I was about to say you can't get type null, but you can in Sword and Shield, can't you? Yeah, 1 per save file. Try to play Platinum without actually replacing no Darkrai and just lost it just after like everything. No Darkrai, no fun. Seafood just wants a Dark Void and Nightmare. What, unavailable on Switch? That are I'm assuming ones that are available prior to Switch. Is what you mean? That are not on Switch. Yeah, because until confirmation later today whether Deoxys is available or not, Deoxys you can get in Oras, can't you? So Deoxys would be on that list. Technically, you can get Jirachi from... is it Box you can get Jirachi from? Was Manaphy one of the released Pokemon? I feel like Manaphy was one of the ones released in Home, wasn't it? I'm trying to run through my head. Yeah, Manaphy was literally, yeah. Yeah, Arceus, yeah. Arceus completion. No, Legends Arceus was Enamorous. Like Manaphy was catchable, but I don't think it wasn't shiny huntable in Arceus. I don't know if either Fiona or Manaphy was shiny huntable in that game. I knew you could catch them both. Manaphy's beat is here. I'm sure it is one. I'm sure I remember adding it to my list. Just thinking about this is reminding me that fucking Miraidon and Koraidon never got released over here. I never got my shiny Miraidon and Koraidon, and probably never will now, unless I get them on fucking Go or something. Kind of tragic. Can't watch presents till after work, so you're gonna have to go dodge and that's it, just completely offline. Rude. When's IRL shiny? So Soph and I like do spot like pigeons and stuff that are brown, and we're like, oh, it's shiny Starly. Doesn't happen very often, but they are out there. Yeah, I knew they got released in America, and it was a fucking nightmare to try and get them. Brother, please stay in the ball. You're not special. Yeah, because like normally in that scenario, I would have just asked somebody, can you please like get me the codes? But it was such a pain trying to get them. Like, the way they did the release was so stupid that I didn't even bother asking anybody. We just kept expecting them to be released over here. Because there was no reason not to. Just put them in fucking game and go like, just go in and get a code. It'd have been annoying to have to go and drive to one because they closed the one that's here, but... And then they just never did. Still mad about the Sinnoh Stones in Pokemon Go. What happened with the Sinnoh Stones? My Go knowledge, very, very limited. There's one person with GameStop doesn't give a fuck, so they're just giving entire stacks to one guy right now. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right. Right, we are 7 away from having good shiny odds. At least this seems to be appearing more commonly now as well. They wouldn't be going out of business if they didn't do street. Yeah, it's true. Like, if you do it properly, you wouldn't have an issue. People wouldn't fucking hate your shop. I was catching a lot of Pokemon that had new Gen 4 Evos, and so many cans ready to go, and they're like, actually need those other... okay, like the evolution stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I think I vaguely remember that now you said it. I think I've come across it on a certain Pokemon community days. Yeah, they're not easy to get, yeah. Scumbaggery. I'm pretty sure like Go started out as quite an innocent thing, like not in the very early days where it was just very much nothing. But when they started actually adding shinies and stuff into the game, especially shiny legendaries, from what I understand, it was quite a cool concept. People really liked it. And then it became just a money-hungry, that is going to be the flea animation. I don't know if that is the flea animation, but it's the first time I've seen that animation, so panic and run. I'm not giving up my streak to fuck around and find out. The flea animation. Before it runs away. Every Pokemon in this game has a specific animation it does before they run. Yes, if you run away, it's fine, but if they run away, streak over. This thing needs to hurry up and turn green with these Octoballs, I swear. Upsetting me. It's pretty cool for Sinnoh Stones, then you was just like giga unlucky for so long not to get back. Or they made it ass. Also, speaking of this game, it's been a fleeting interest of mine for a while now to learn the speedrun for this game and actually casually get back into speedrunning. So that might be something that starts happening in the next few months. Whenever I want like a little break from doing the spin the wheel, we might just start doing some Let's Go speed runs, and potentially, no guarantee if I'll actually do this on stream or off, but doing a Gen 3 badge, shiny badge quest as well. The only problem with doing that is the amount of time that would take. It would probably, if I'm doing it for 1 or 2 streams a week rather than the entire thing, it could take a very long time. That's why it might end up being an offline thing. If that's what Gen 10 actually is, I will be getting Gen 10 probably when it drops. Yeah, I can't imagine a world where I'm not getting Gen 10. Tails brought this up the other day in stream about doing another plate bingo. I cannot. I don't think I have that in me. Yeah. Something inside me needs to break first before I rediscover the ability to do that again. Right, one more and we get good shiny odds. Big Pokemon Archipelago, what? Catch 'em all Archipelago, all games. Why? Why 3 jump into instant attack animation? Like, that's... It's trying to upset me. They just added Pokemon Ranger. Can I trade the other versions? Yeah, of course I can. Yeah, I'll be getting Leaf Green, Soph's getting Fire Red, so yeah, we can trade you the exclusives. And they add Pokken to Archipelago. Yeah, my cousin already hit me up yesterday asking which starters we're getting. Oh, for Gen 10, yeah. Yeah, they said you can't do local trade in there apparently. Yeah, we'll be able to trade the exclusive for Gen 10 when it comes around. Cannot see that being an issue. It's actually a nice little throwback to remember just how like annoying it was to get exclusives back in the old days. Like back in my childhood days. Whereas like if you don't know a friend locally that has the games and is willing to trade, you just could not get them. Whereas nowadays, there's everywhere online. Like, it's a piece of piss. Not even a challenge anymore. But back in my day. So focused on urban Japan life. Like, Street Pass was annoying. I did not even bother with it. Like, I wasn't carrying my fucking DS wherever I went. My DS did not really travel with me outside unless I was going to someone's house where I could play it. Like, it wasn't just being casually brought around with me in the hopes of passing somebody else with fucking Street Pass open. You got Red, Blue, Crystal, Emerald, Platinum, Black and White, Mystery Dungeons, Ranger, and Pokeball all on Archipelago now. Boom. That's a lot of games. Slowly. you Archipelago it very slowly. Off. Yeah, Tails told me he's done like some of these with his friends before, and what, months probably, weeks, if not months to finish it. As a group, let alone on your own. Did you see he started another one as well? You finished it? Nice. Hello? You know, for day 10 of the Archipelago, and wait for the mission on the 50% free wheel code mode, I I'm stupid, I got the chain, I shouldn't have encountered this. I only care about new spawn blooms. I suppose it all depends on, yeah, what checks you include. If you just keep it to quite basic checks, you can shorten how long it takes. Yeah, and fucking what's the word? Platinum. Make every plate a check. At least in Platinum. So in the Gen 4 ones, you could only get one of each plate. So as much as it was still not fun, it wasn't nearly as bad as the new ones, where it's like doing a plate bingo where you can just keep getting the same ones over and over again. I like when they're easy like that, when they just get in, first excellent throw, because like, we're already dealing in excellence. They just added map randomizer to Fire Red Leaf Green. Is that the one where you just like, if you go through a door, it takes you to a random location? Because if so, that seems so fucking tedious. Like, I'm not sure I could manage just, I don't think I could play that without just getting so frustrated. Returning on speedrun of combat work 6 hours compared to Emerald 2.5. Granted without random luck, which is completely sure. Yeah, the mystery dungeon games are never going to be quick, especially when I imagine a lot of your side stuff is going to be in side checking these side quests. But I don't think you do an archipelago in general, especially like a group one with friends for speed. Surely you're not getting that with the intent of just racing through it. Yeah, especially when you have speedrun it as well, like you kind of know what you're doing. Missed the jump again, though. More focus on dungeons than missions, and you can skip the cutscenes. It's probably not nearly as bad as the casual experience of the game is. Torrents. I've seen some of the alleged stuff that's been coming out for like the last year or whatever. I never take too much credit in leaks. I've seen so many be so wrong so many times that for every right one, you see 5 wrong ones. So I have seen some, but I'm not paying attention to any of them. I've not seen any of the starters. I've not seen any of the Pokemon, just some of the like concepts and stuff like that. People always get the stars one. That's 11,000 experience. The margin mechanic, I don't think I've seen that one. I don't actively avoid them, but I don't actively read them, if that makes sense. Like, if they come up, I won't read them, but I won't be like, go away. But I've not seen one about the margin mechanic. I don't think I've actually seen a proper one in a while. Yeah, it's something the Discord is looking to read a bit. Getting ready for, hopefully, green on the Ultra Balls. That one's not going to be new, I'm not going to bother counting it. I knew it, just waiting for me to throw the ball. Six, 7. I will have a look at it at some point today. We're only an hour and 45 minutes away from Pokemon Day. I'm looking forward to it. My expectations are not great. They never are really anymore, but I am looking forward to it. Yeah, I don't want them to rush Gen 10 out. I know everyone's like, oh, I want it straight away. I really don't care if it comes straight away. I want it to be a good game. I care more about that than when I actually get it. Like, I'm fully expecting Gen 10 to be like holidays next year. I can't see them doing it on Switch 1. Purely because they've done Pokopia as Switch 1 only. It feels like they're smart enough now to realise they're moving away from Switch 2. Also, I'm pretty sure that's the dog scratching the door. Right. Give me 1 second, I'm just going to deal with the dog, and I'll be back in a moment. Sorry, I needed to. He needed a wee, and I can't leave him hanging today. Today is the dog's birthday, so I'm not waiting the poor man, making him wait for a piss on his birthday. So now's a good Darkrai game. I can't see Darkrai. As cool as it would be to get like a Darkrai heavy game. Darkrai was kind of... ZA was kind of a Darkrai game. Yeah, I never actually played Pokemon Sleep, but I imagine Darkrai is somewhat featured in that too. I'd be surprised. Let's go Darkrai, you. You are a Darkrai, you fight just Darkrai's. If you're only really interested in Darkrai, I would not get ZA. It may be a Darkrai game, but like, it might be Darkrai's good factor of the game, but you're not going to see a lot of it. True. There do be something weird going on. That's Scyther. The first Scyther I've seen. Oh, he scratched the dog. I guess the dog wants to come in. Ugh. Very unlike him. First Scyther I've ever seen in my life. Come here, birthday boy. Oh, Jesus. That would have been painful if you jumped down there, buddy. He does not want to be with me, apparently. He doesn't want to activate the luck, he just wants to sniff around in the room. Very unusual. It's probably because Soph's not awake, but normally he'd be more than content to be asleep with her. So... I know what he's doing. Being sus. He like never wants to be in this room. Yeah, he's already gone to the door to get out. I'm gonna go to the other side. What do you want? Oh, sorry. No, it's with him today. Very unusual. Very odd Bilbo behaviour. I sleep at 12 PM, put a hand in water. No, I can't. She was up till 6:30 with me doing the Raikou, and she got the Raikou. So there is no punishment for her being asleep right now. She's a hero. I did accidentally wake her up there, so she might be awake now, I don't know. She wanted to be awake at 1 anyway, so she didn't seem much sharp. Oh, Pidgey. Bang. I'm kind of annoyed this hasn't gone like green with the Ultra Balls yet. I'd have thought at this point it'd be pretty much guaranteed, but obviously not. In case anyone's worried about the odds or doesn't know the odds or anything, just so you know, it's 1 in 273 for every like first Gloom that appears. That's like only the one directly after this catch will have those odds. Everything else will have like base odds, which is still not terrible. I can't remember what the base is. That's the 1 in 1024. That's not awful. $273 for every time, for every first one that's won. Annoyingly though, if I don't get this, I am... Oh! That hadn't even occurred to me. If I don't get this, I have to break the chain in the end of stream. Because I'm not playing 500 Leaf Green because we're keeping a Gloom streak alive. It is not that important to me. I'm learning. I'm learning the glue animations. The image is the same one back to back. Right, does Dugtrio get to level 100 before the end of this one? Literally about to do an animation, I'm not sure which one. Enter the jump. $66. Huh. I didn't see that one spawn. I must have been like right at the edge of the grass, then moved left straight away. So early. Controlled by 67 in 2027. all the gloom, you know. I don't actually know if this is faster or not than just doing the 1024. It probably is for this one. That's the hunting reference. It's true. Now there's a shiny hunting reference too. Almost like that number means something. Yeah, but I imagine there's plenty of hunts where it's actually faster to just do the in and out method for shiny hunting rather than constant catching method. I'd like to think this one. I don't know what, because you're in like an hour and 25 minutes of the direct. And not half an hour or so after it, probably. I'm still somewhat confident it should get in this. I feel like because the Raikou was so bad, I'm going to get not trolled this time, which is completely backward logic, does not work like that. But in my head it works like that. In my head, the odds would always even themselves out. Also, it would be very annoying if I don't get this today and I have to break the chain. Not so much for anything other than getting the chain back would be annoying. Nice. Or rush that one. That was a bit pathetic, sorry. Nice. Pretty sure that blue one just spawned. Second. I must have been like frames off the time. Excuse me. 79 chain, they should not be breaking out of excellent. Oh, shit. Running out of the grass, I gotta assume that was new. Finally green. It is finally green. In theory, they should all just catch now. Take ages. Ages and ages. I want to attack. You know you wanna. Hey, let's jump there. Good thing. We're over it now. It's throwing out strange attack plans now. Annoying me. I'm quite lucky that was back there. Baited by the gloom. Everything. I feel like this one was already here. But this one had the increased odds. What? Rude. Allow me one ball before going to the animations. Should not be allowed. I'm having a bad time with these glooms. A lot worse than I should be anyway. I'm tempted to run for the door to reset it, but the way the shinies work in this game, I just know that the shiny will spawn as I enter the door. I'd really rather not be failing a Gloom. It was quite embarrassing to fail a Gloom. So I throw the ball and then spin. That's why sometimes I just fully intend to try and ruin my day. Can we get number 100? Will it be shiny? There's a red and blue one over there. hunted down by Eddie. Big 100. Yeah, probably wake Soph up in a minute, which is really get some food in there before the direct. Go back to getting quick spawns of gloom. Like one in, one out. I want to see. Straight away. Hesitated, missed the excellent. We have 1 hour to go. 1 hour until we find out the future of Pokemon. We can all sit and complain about it. Alpha. Those little dink throws, the pathetic little ones. I know if I do start speedrunning this game, I'll get on really good pace, and I'll just go for a phase where I keep doing that. It'll piss me off. Oh, Lagoon didn't just spawn, that was really good. I'm wasting a very short amount of time if it was new. I do need to start rolling these things in Scarlet Violet. I need my luck to start like kicking in my favour. Because like, we'd have been in and out of Scarlet Violet with this one so quick. Like, that game needs to get utilised more in this wheel. Because that wasn't 2 before, so maybe one of those was new, but this one's definitely new. I practice throwing overhand. Better for the speedruns. You have 5 more minutes left. I don't think she went happy with me giving her extra 10 minutes of sleep. Good to know I'm not a shit at overhand throws. Did it again. Oh, what? That must be like a frame rate. Catch one more, and I'll exit. Be right back. Oh, right, Soth is successfully awoken. Now we'll lock in until Pokemon starts showing us what is happening. I don't know if I counted that one. I did not. Don't worry, I told him why. He wasn't here when I explained why. I literally said you're a hero. I literally said those words. So sleepy. Yeah, blame Raikou. Also, I don't know if it's dawned on you in the few minutes you've been awake, so that I need to get this realistically in the next 45 minutes, probably. Or I have to break the chain, because I'm not being held hostage. It is indeed, I have mentioned that a couple of times on stream. Mostly when he was scratching at the door, I was like, I can't ignore him, it's his birthday. Like, I have to run him down if he needs to go down, I have to like let him in here if he wanted to be in here. Although he came in here, he was just sniffing the floor and then left. Oh, you worried if it was your game or my game? Oh, console. I mean, either way, I'm not being held hostage by Gloom. Like, if I get to the end of stream and I haven't got it, I will just break the chain. Yeah, they're very valid. I wouldn't even have kept it, so don't worry. Yeah, it's the first one to the Raikou. I've had nothing. Rolled straight into this. Another one where we missed the chance of Scarlet and Violet. Could have just been rolling in Chinese, but instead we got this. It is Kanto Slot Day. Kanto Appreciation Day. 30 years of Kanto. I'll check off this one and see if Great Balls are now viable. I hate missing the count somewhere. Are they viable? They are. When is Direct? Direct is in 42 minutes. Direct is soon. So how's it going, Mips? Good afternoon, hope you're good. Welcome to Gloom Catching Simulator. You're hungover? Silly boy. Hungover on Pokemon Day. Crime against the community. We're gonna beat Lee in Rugby 54-0, so you have to celebrate. Three, two, one. Okay, I was expecting the timeout then. You live in Lee, but you're a Wigan man. What do you mean you're not unbanning? You ban him? I'll unban. It didn't come up that you banned him, that was weird. Good boy. Sofa's a centre Helen son, so. Your dad was 18, he's been recruited to St. Helens. I'm guessing that didn't go very well. Like your whole family had a leg issue? Whole family got a skill issue? Where's the shiny Pidgey? It's waiting for when I roll Pidgey on the wheel. I'm not looking to do that to me. Your granddad was a really old Oldham coach and he broke his back so he had to stop. My granddad too broke his back. He was just a labourer. Your granddad sold dodgy fireworks at the Charlotte Shed. Now that's how you make a living. Maybe announced the feet update to ZA. What? An odd request. I see most people like, oh, we want Gen 10, or we want Let's Go Johto, or other kind of side quest or side game. Man's like, I want feet in ZA. Your dad's friend's house got raided while he's shooting steroids. I mean, steroids aren't illegal. What do you get raided for? Got ready for something else. My dad was in the bathroom shooting steroids and has to open the door so and close it. Right. It was his dad's friend's house, but his dad was the one doing the steroids. I don't know why he was trying to get such a muscular butt, but that's between him and God. You can inject them anywhere. Myth you. Yeah, they can literally be injected anywhere. Well, it doesn't have to be your ass. Your dad actively chose to inject his ass. I hope they announced Gen 15. You might be about, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 years ahead of yourself there now. A little bit. Might be a decade or two out of touch. Oh. Yeah, I don't think you're getting anything R-rated ever from the Pokemon Company. You might want to temper your expectations there. I did mention that you managed to get, after how long we waited, that you managed to get Sandslash and Raikou in the same one, and that actually you chose the Raikou for the good of the stream. You weren't even there when I spoke about it, Mips. You came in after Soph did. He was always here. You lurked for 2 hours and didn't speak. I don't believe it. One of these is new, there's only one. I can't believe I'm on a time limit to get this shiny. Kind of stressful. No. It's not happening. Nobody wants that. You think you want that, but you don't want that. I may add Deoxys if it's a thing to the wheel, because it's the only way to get Deoxys on the Switch. Assuming the event's a thing. And maybe something like Magikarp as a guaranteed fish up. But there'll be no guarantee of doing Magikarp. I would love Hargolt also on the Switch. I'd love that so much. I think if anything, we're more likely to get Hoenn. To actually link him with Fire Red Leaf Green. Maybe make the decks almost completable. Oh, why went for that one? I could have gone for any of them. Just because this was the new one. Oh, triple jump, then spin. What are you doing? Okay, world's fucking bounciest Gloom. We got a spawn. No, we already hear Gloom. Nobody cares. I'm 1 hour, will be looking disappointed. 100%. But then they're going to be like, oh wait, there's more. Ahaha. You're not expecting it, but then it pops out. Little 2-minute Gen 10 teaser where they give the silhouettes of the starters, a brief concept of the name, and a look at part of the map. And everyone's going to pop off and think it's the best Pokemon day of all time. So make some predictions. I mean, go ahead. What do you think? The problem with making like predictions for Pokemon Day, I see a lot of people do like bingo boards and stuff. I always find with stuff like the bingo boards is only about 5 of the squares are fucking relevant. Because otherwise it's like, oh, Pokemon Cafe Remix and, you know, fucking bullshit like that, and oh, they're gonna mention the TCG set. It's like, who gives a fuck? Oh, we're not here for that. You're just padding your bingo board out with shit. There's only like 3 or 4 things you actually care about. I think most likely in my head they're going to announce more ports, they're going to announce that a new side game is in development, and they're going to tease Gen 10. They are the 3 big things I think I'm expecting. So in like 3 months or something we might get Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. In like 6 months to a year, we're going to get a new spin-off game in sort of, you know, something of a smaller scale, more like a Snap type thing. And then in Holiday 27, we'll get Gen 10. They're my 3 realistic expectations. Also, I've not really considered it, but there's also, in this hunt, we've always got the full odds chance. Odds for like the lure and charm to 10-24 of getting the oddish, and that's still counting. 4DS is electric pads, I know when Pikachu is actually getting electrocuted. I don't think that'll sell very well outside of the like masochist community. Like, it'll probably be a very popular niche product, but in terms of the general community, I don't think it's doing very well. You get hit with a water gun, your console just spits on you. My low tick flashlight. Not my first choice for flashlight, but okay. I don't mean as in like first choice or my first choice. It's not the first direction I'd go in making that product. Double Tauros? What the fuck? Cat turn, by the way. That's a... yeah, no. I hear puncturing in the future. Also, shout out to being this many encounters in and we've seen one Scyther. Literally the reason that if I do pick up Let's Go as a speedrun in the near future, I would do any percent and not catch them. I'm not throwing runs to not being able to find a 1% Scyther. I think it's 1%. I'm stupid like that. It's got to be Gen 3, not there any 60. Yeah. Gonna be a single one that's classified as, you know, in furry bait in all of Gen 3. Nothing that qualifies. I don't know why I already counted this one. I'm that confident I'm catching it. Got that one over there, isn't it? Quick shower, sounds good. 22 minutes. How did it not count as at least a grade? I did say at the start we're probably going to get Dugtrio to 100 before we get the shiny. We're getting close. It's in the 50s when we started. No, you did not mention a tattoo. What tattoo are you getting? Is he gonna make me cringe and laugh at you? What, the Minecraft credits? Brother. And you just said I love you because you're a love? Like... Hey, it's a sweet quote. A Minecraft, bro. Please. I have blue hair, yes. I also don't have Minecraft quoted on my body. What's your point? All joking aside, like, it doesn't impact me in the slightest, so you do what you want. Wow. Oh, a second Scyther, wow. I'm not actually making judgments. Both my mum and sister have quite a tattoo. I've been tempted for a long time to get a tattoo because I've got two pretty ugly scars on my left arm that run pretty much the entire length of my forearm. Pretty much since I've had that done, I've had the idea of getting it tattooed so you can't see them. Why are you getting boxed in? Over half odds now. Odds are 273, but that only kicks in at 31. So I don't really count the 31 as being part of the shiny hunt. I count them because they can be, but they're not really. 15 minutes to go. We fail. Pressure's on. Clean, nice. And hungry, I mean, food's in the kitchen. Attack, okay. There it is. Like Gloom. Fuck. Finally, Jesus Christ. Wonder if at 175 Pokeballs work yet. I'm just getting notifications a lot of the Pokemon streamers go on. Yeah, my glooms have properly dried up. Let's see if we can get some respawn. What's happening with wounds? This is silly. Come on, Gloom, we're running out of time. I don't know whether to try and like keep the shiny hunt going myself while the director's playing. Because it's not exactly like a tension-intensive hunt. If I just stick the switch on the desk while I'm trying to get through it. You don't get too many opportunities to get a mid-presents shiny. Rare timing. Getting people's attention. It's probably the better right now. I was just coping him in trying to get it before the time to break the streak. But I'm probably going to end stream pretty much after. I don't know if I'd shiny hunt for a little bit after direct, so we can discuss it, or just end and go play Leaf Green. Hey, Taurus. Yeah. Probably the play. Alright, stream till 3 o'clock like normal. It won't be an hour-long direct, will it? And all air our grievances together. Yeah, it's only normally like 25 to 30 minutes, I think. You cooking bacon? I don't know if it's just the smell of your assuming sausage roll coming. Yeah, I heard you air fry. Where is Green Gloom is a good question. I want to get Green Gloom like now because it starts in like 4 minutes, so I've got to start like loading it up in a second. I'll probably get to 190, so I'll probably do this one and one more, and go dig out the stream. Hey, we're level 100. I knew we'd get there. Now we can get the shiny. Imagine. I don't know if that one's new or not. True, yeah. There are 2 chances, neither of them. Oh, right. In fact, it starts at 1 minute past. Okay. I've got the thing on. I'm watching it. We'll swap over when it starts. I don't just want to sit on a nothing screen for like the next 2 minutes. Yeah, I can imagine a lot of people, like West Coast especially, who don't want to wake up for it, you're going to lose a lot of street. It's quite funny. A lot of the time, I don't know if it's like a partner thing only, but you do often get the chance for like to save your watch streak, watch them over the next 24 hours. And I imagine a lot of people that go live for this are going to go live again later. I go. I don't know if either of these two are new, so there's no... Not here, Mitch. She means in general. Like across Pokemon streamers. this. There you go, didn't catch. And a flea animation. This premieres in 60 seconds. Brother. And another flea animation. What the fuck's going on? I'm getting one ball at these glooms. Gloom's like, go watch the presents. Stop trying to catch. Right. We are so fucking ready. What's the volume like? Loud as fuck. It's loud as fuck for you. That should hopefully be better. Let's fucking lock in. Lock in for some disappointment. I'm going to turn off the subtitles because that's going to piss me off. I always like these graphics where they do the through the years. Having done them all, like, at the time, it's very nostalgic.
Hello everyone, I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Today, February 27th,
Is the volume still alright?
Pokemon Day. This is the date the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan, marking the beginning of the Pokemon series. In those first two titles, 151 Pokemon made their appearance. Now, a total of 1,025 Pokemon have been discovered. And these diverse Pokemon have been part of the stories trainers worldwide have been able to experience.
Release them all shiny. Give us missing shinies.
This year marks the Pokemon series' 30th, a milestone reached because of your support. Thank you, each and every one of you. We hope you will all enjoy seeing how Pokemon continues to evolve. In today's broadcast, we'll share all the latest news about Pokemon. Please enjoy the presentation.
Be a good presentation. Don't disappoint with the presentation. Oh. Oh, they're in a song cartridge. Surely that can't be physical.
I'm Junichi Masuda, and I handled the music and sound effects for the Pokemon Red version and Pokemon Blue version video games. You can now play all 45 songs from the games on the small player inspired by the Game Boy system. We took particular care to make the audio sound just like Game Boy, so I hope you enjoy
Agreed.
listening while swapping out cartridges.
Okay, you do swap out the cartridges. You have to get all 45 individual cartridges. Very cool, very dumb.
Hello, Pokemon trainers.
I don't imagine that was on many bingo cards.
I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International, and I'm thrilled to share news about the 2026 Pokemon World Championships, which will be taking place alongside our new fan experience, Pokemon XP in San Francisco.
Okay, I know a lot of people are excited about finding out news about this.
Pokemon World
So they can book hotels and shit.
will once again welcome nearly 3,000 competitors from all over the world. Competitors in the video game championships will battle for the first time in Pokemon Champions.
Yeah, they are doing no
While
champions.
their fellow competitors will battle in the Pokemon trading card game, Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Unite. Each of the final matches of these games will be held at the Chase Center, an arena that's 3 times the
Damn.
size as last year's finals. Years ago, we started on a mission to create the most exciting Pokemon event for our competitors and their families. As the World Championships evolved, we saw an opportunity to expand even further and deliver a one-of-a-kind experience where trainers around the world can come together in celebrating their fandom. As we celebrate 30 years of Pokemon, we invite all of you to the inaugural Pokemon Expo.
I'd like to go to Worlds one day.
Fans of all ages can expect fun activities, including interactive exhibits, pin trading, cosplay showcases, unique panels, hands-on workshops, exciting partner collaborations, and of course, visiting the Pokemon Center pop-up store. To celebrate this new experience, today we're giving you a first look at a truly special piece of art illustrating Pokemon XP alongside the highly anticipated World Champions.
Fucking astronaut Pikachu.
Whether you're joining us in person in San Francisco or from home on our live stream, we can't wait to see you this August. Thank you, Pokemon trainers.
Okay, loads of people are going to be happy with that, so they can finally book tickets. I'm interested to see how Champions impacts the VGC, though. Everything is available. Do you have to have strict rules, or just let it be a bit more free-for-all? Glurak! They give a date, yeah, 28th to the 30th of August. I imagine people are currently booking tickets as we speak while watching this. I'm trying to book a hotel in San Francisco for those dates now, but it's going to be a fucking nightmare. This is the new PCG set, yes sir. I'm assuming that was cards, but the way they did it coming 30th, coming soon for the 30th anniversary, was weird. I don't think you'd do that for a card set, surely. It's got to be, but weird.
Appeared in Pokemon Go so far will return. And there's a 2-day Pokemon Go tour event starting tomorrow. We also have a promo code to share.
That TCG one was weird. That's thrown me. It was very nothing.
Here.
Red's not in EX already. Oh, the OG Red. Okay.
Let your curiosity shine. Like a twinkling star.
6.5 year celebration. That's not a year celebration. 6.5 year.
Masters EX.
Yo, new snap. New snap 2. Yeah, cafe remix. Everyone fucking always get cafe remix bullshit. It always looks cute, but never worth playing. mean, there's got to be enough people playing it. The fact that they're constantly releasing updates and advertising it every Pokemon Day. But we're getting a paranormal activity update for Sleep. Yeah, the fact they're flying through this without any stops and not focusing really on any time on them makes you think they've got to have big stuff coming towards the end. Because usually they spend about 5 minutes talking about Cafe Remix and all the new shit for that. And same for Sleep. But these just seem to like 1 minute little promos and gone. Which is encouraging.
To celebrate Pokemon Day, Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno will be joining the fray.
Oh, cool.
The magnificent power of the 3 legendary bird Pokemon comes together. Soar stylishly into battle. You can participate in the event to unlock their Unite licenses. And even more Pokemon are scheduled to be added. Don't miss what's coming.
An Electrode Volleyball World Tour is coming soon. What? Yeah, true Johto stuff. Pause. Well, the new set for this dropped yesterday, so this can't be much of an announcement here. Okay, spoiling the immersive art. Cool. What are you premiering now? It's already out. Okay, there's special accessories. A load of hourglasses. That's exclusive to Switch 2. I mean, are they actually... Don't... Please say coming soon. It'd be so funny. It's going to piss so many people off as it's still coming soon. Yeah, you wait for like a year thinking you're going to get it on the Switch 1 and then you just can't. Getting the announced before the Switch 2 came out. It's like, nope, you have to wait. Okay, coming March. That's only Gale of Darkness. What about just Colosseum? Because that hasn't come out yet either, is it?
Hello everyone, I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company. I'd like to give you all some additional updates as we share the latest news on our games. First off, we have information regarding the Pokemon Fire Red version and
Events.
Pokemon Leaf
Events are
Green
available.
version
Come on.
games coming to Nintendo Switch. The Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green games, remakes of the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games in Japan, were released on Game Boy Advance in 2004. Today, these games have been made available to play once more as download-exclusive titles on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. We also plan to make these titles compatible with Pokemon Home in the future. This way, you can bring Pokemon obtained in other Pokemon RPG series titles on adventures with you,
That's what we thought.
or you can send Pokemon to visit Pokemon Champions. We hope you look forward to it.
I wonder if they're not releasing the Colosseum one because they're remastering it.
Next, we have some news about Pokemon Champions.
And ZA, yeah, interesting. Is it actually coming out? It's got to come out before August. We know this much now. It's at Worlds. So it has to be soon. Got less than 6 months to... Well, 6 months to Worlds. I'll learn how to play this game. I'm expecting this will be next month too. This has got to be soon. The early graphics on mobile, it looks pretty good. I feel like I'm gonna have to try this. April. Okay. Mobile later. Whoa. Oh, it's not the mirrors. I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a try.
Next up is news about the Mega Dimension DLC for the Pokemon Legends ZA game, the
In-game
newest
events?
title in the Pokemon series. Please take a look at this video.
More legendaries, all shiny huntable. Don't just be battle related. Don't just be battle related. It could be more megas, to be fair. Yeah, maybe just a chance to get Mega Stones you've missed. Okay, you've shown us nothing yet. Oh, new Garchomp. Is it? Yeah. Okay. New Megas is not surprising. Imagine it's only Garchomp Z. That's the only thing announcing. It looks pretty similar to the original. But that's not that different. Is that it? That package was just for Garchomp Z.
A new Mega Evolution of Garchomp, Mega Garchomp Z, has been discovered. This mystery gift will become available for the Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension DLC after this presentation concludes.
Okay, at least it's just a
After
claimable
claiming this gift,
mystery gift.
you'll be able to detect a special hyperspace distortion where you can encounter Mega Garchomp Z. You can obtain a Garchompite Z stone by winning a battle against Mega Garchomp Z in the special pocket of hyperspace.
Okay, at least it's not like bullshit PvP again
Next
together.
up, we have some news about Pokemon Pokopia.
Chinese? Pause. That's the mines. Anyone yearning? New Rotom speaker form. I was right!
Is that curious looking stereo a Rotom? Did it get enticed by the music and hop inside?
DJ Rotom.
It's really energetic and seems to go by DJ Rotom. What happens if you give it a CD in the game?
Okay, so it's just the... Yeah, okay. Don't like all games like this have
It can
this
help
mechanic.
liven up the town with a variety of music. Ditto and the others are grooving to the beat too. Let's listen to DJ Rotom's specially selected tracks while I introduce you to the world of Pokemon Pokopia. Ditto first encounters Professor Tangrowth in a wasteland that was once a town.
Toxel, I didn't see Tox.
It seems like Ditto is working alongside other
Toxel's hype,
Pokemon
though.
to develop the town.
There's so many
Wow,
Pokemon confirmed
you're
this game
sure
already.
Fired up. Of course, you can't give your all on an empty stomach. It looks like Riolu wants something to eat too. But how do you cook?
I'm still learning to cook. Not cooking game. Always taking L's.
Huh? That's silhouette.
Chef Gredent. Yeah, Gredent cook. Oh, silly.
A Greedent appeared. It sounds like everyone calls it Chef Dente. Chef Dente can teach you how to cook all sorts of dishes.
This game gets away with being silly because
Each
it's so
Pokemon
cute.
has different foods they prefer. Some dishes will even power up your moves when you eat them. This will make it even easier to develop the town.
Useful.
Try bringing Pokemon you've befriended on an outing. In multiplayer mode, you can visit other players' towns. You can play with up to 3 other people. First, let's play some hide and seek. I wonder where everyone's hiding. Ah, there you are. There's someone here, too. But where's the last one? Whoa! You can transform into objects, too.
Right.
That was a fun game of hide and seek. By working together,
Yeah, you just play
can
prop hunt in
even build
Pokemon
something
Pokopia.
this big. Together, you
Like
can
Pokemon
develop
Animal
a
Crossing
town,
lovers are just gonna love this game.
or go on far-off adventures. New encounters may await you as well.
Who's that? I've never seen that one before.
Every day, the world gets bigger and bigger. Developing a town, one step at a time.
Those are quite cool.
Pokemon Pokopia. Available on March
Now, I
5th.
wouldn't fully say I'm excited for the game, but Soph is, and I'm looking forward to playing it with her. So, from a solo play point, it looks cool, but from a like co-op point of view, I'm looking forward to it. That hours doing the arduous task she doesn't want to.
Pokemon Pokopia releases next week on Thursday, March 5th. We hope you enjoy working with Pokemon to develop a town from the ground up. Today, we covered all of the information you see here. We'd like to end our presentation today with one final video for you all. Thank you for tuning in.
Okay, it all comes down to this really, because there's not really been anything massive. This better be Gen 10. This is just all the regions so far. Try to say Johto. I think you tried to say Johto. This is all the regions. But I'm figuring, is it going to show images of a new one? I think it is. I think this is Gen 10. Arthur? Okay. Let's go Pikachu 2. Nah, this is new. Yeah, this has got to be Gen 10. Okay, I don't hate the character designs. They don't look stupid. A good start. I'm on Dunsparce watch. Start reveal. Okay. We have Rowlet 2. Even called nearly Rowlet. Litten 2. And Sobble 2. Gekwa. I did say Fire Dog. We said Fire Dog yesterday, didn't we, so? They've not done one yet, for a starter. They're bringing back diving counters? Oh, I fear I'm choosing that. I knew you'd do that. Yeah, winds and waves. Yeah. I must say, the fire one definitely looked the cutest. I knew 2027, I knew it was next year. Don't say when though. It could be this time next 2027. I don't think it was ever going to be this year. Give them time. The longer they have, the better it is. In theory. Is that just the end? That is just the end. Okay. I mean, I'm not as disappointed as I regularly am at the end of a Presents. But it did feel a little lackluster. You love Gekwa. Gekwa looked alright. I wasn't a fan of the grass type. The other two were fine. Like, give me 1 second. I just need to use the bathroom and we can come back and we can discuss. Oh, right. So we have half an hour left to stream, which I'm gonna spend keeping doing this this gloom. But let's discuss what we just saw. Gen 10, I like it. I like the look. Seems to be a lot of environment, which I like. Underwater, jungle, volcano, all cool. I'm down for exploring all of that. Starters look alright. Like, I'm not going to go crazy about the starters. I don't think they look insanely good or anything. We've had better. I didn't particularly like the grass one. Again, these are base forms. Anything could happen as they evolve. So yeah, I'm not too hyped with the grass one. The fire one looks cute. I reckon that can go one of two directions. It can be a continually cute one, or they can make it badass like Arcanine. Big fire dog. I like the look of the water one. I think it's another generation I'm going water, which is my second most common type. But I think I'm going to be a Gekwa stan. I don't know why I like my water lizards. I really like the idea that it looks like you can explore a lot of different terrain. I think it's the one quite a big gripe with Scarlet and Violet was, although you could explore like caves and the water and stuff, they weren't that fascinating. Like the idea of going into a volcano, it's a proper jungle and stuff, looks a lot more interesting. Yo, Pichu, I will probably claim it, but I really don't care. Like when they said update coming to the Mega DLC, I was like, oh, this could be good. Like, we'll be getting extra content, like more legendaries, maybe even shiny huntable stuff, and then it was just one fucking Mega that I don't care about. Yeah, I expected, like, it didn't come as a shock when I saw they were doing something with the game, but I really thought they'd do more than just a single Mega. But yeah, Gen 10 looks exciting. Like, I'm not surprised it's next year. That's completely expected. The fact they said simultaneously and not just holiday next year means it might not have to wait till November, which is cool. I'm surprised there was nothing that they only showed Gale of Darkness and nothing Colosseum. Like even on that little bit where they had all the oh, here's what we've shown you today, not a single mention of Colosseum, which I thought was weird, being as it's not been released yet. I thought maybe doing a remake, but they'd already announced that it was going to be part of the like the NSO. So yeah, it's weird if they have cancelled that just to remake. But it'd be cool because like them games are cool. But I do like those games, so. But yeah, it's weird that they didn't mention anything about it. I was a bit disappointed there was no mention of any other ports either. Like, I guess technically we weren't, I don't think, supposed to know about Fire Red and Leaf Green until now. So maybe they didn't want to announce anything like two at the same time to take the hype off of this one. But it'd be a shame if they only do Fire Red Leaf Green and don't release anything to actually help you complete those games. I think all in all, like, we knew going in we're probably going to be a bit disappointed. I think it's better than I have seen them. Like, the Gen 10 announcement kind of saved it, I think. The rest of it was pretty mid. I mean, the argument would be it's Fire Red Leaf Green because it's the 30th anniversary of those base games, and they've already released Red and Blue Yellow before on the DS, 3DS or whatever. So they weren't going to do that again. So it makes sense for them to do Fire Red Leaf Green and just Fire Red Leaf Green, but it will be a bit disappointing. They might do it depending on sales. Like if this sells well, they might go, right, we might as well release Hoenn as well and like cash cow it a bit. But I didn't go in with super high expectations, so I can't say I'm disappointed. I got the main thing I wanted, which was Gen 10, and I probably got more of Gen 10 than I expected, to be honest. I expected just sort of a little teaser. In fact, we got the starters, we got a good look at the world, a lot of the Pokemon, main characters, titles, and we know it's coming next year. Like, it's a reasonable amount of information. Also, the fact that they have released that much information straight away makes me think another reason why it might be earlier in the year rather than later. That's a lot of things to have locked down if it's not for another 21 months or whatever it would be. So it might be early 27 then. Using that logic. And I can't really be upset about lack of spin-off game because technically, although it's been announced for a while, Pokopia is not even out yet, so that's the spin-off of this cycle. So, can't really be mad about that either, in my opinion. I don't know. I think I just want as much Pokemon content as physically possible. So, it's always going to be underwhelming because I just want more. It's a shame that XD isn't just like a port as well that you can just buy. Like, I know a lot of people are, you know, I've already got the NSO, just use it. I don't have it because I don't really care for it, because I don't care about anything other than Pokemon really on Nintendo. I don't want to be getting that subscription just to fucking play XD. Yeah, if it was a port, like I'd have happily just, you know, what, 30 quid or something like that for that game. I'd have dropped that. Yeah, it's cool to play it on stream as well, because I've never streamed Colosseum or XD. I mean, I've never even really fully played through XD. I've only played through the start of it, because I never owned it, because I never had a GameCube as a kid. I played through Colosseum twice. Everyone can laugh at how bad I am at fucking actually battling, because those games are not easy. Right, come on, we got just over 20 minutes to give me Green Gloom before I run off and go play Leaf Green. I had to break my chain. New sides are ugly as fuck. Disagree. The grass one is ugly. I think the fire one and the water one, was it Pombon and Gekwa? I quite like both of those. I don't think much of Brout or whatever the fuck it's called. The fire one's just a fire, like just a cute little fire dog. Yo, Ali, how's it going? I got no interest in the grass one. The grass one looked bad, in my opinion. I said that straight away, it was the worst one. You don't want to go to work? Yeah. Work after a Pokemon reveal is like the worst thing. Well, I know Soph's going to go fire. Like, she instantly thought, like, I'm going to do it. As soon as she knew what it was, she was like, yeah, fire. Wants the dog. And I don't want the grass. I quite like the water one. The water one, I think it's fun. I really hope it doesn't stand up though. I really hope the dog stays a dog. Just let it be. Like, let it be like a Pyroar, like a Houndoom. But get to June and you're getting cracked. Oh. Going off British time, if you adjust yourself to British time. It's late enough to get talked about getting cracked in England. Not even. Nah, you can talk about getting cracked, Ali, don't worry. Also, have you actually started, Seth? You're not waiting the extra 20 minutes for me. No, go. Get ready. And you're using Squirtle. You're going to be in like Mount Moon before you even start the game. Sorry, because he's decent. Oh, it's a sad time when decent is a is the standard. He's the one that likes Newcastle. Which I still think is a bit odd for somebody in America. But there are worse teams you could support. I mean, that's a valid reason. I saw a lot of people come up with like favorite Pokemon as they use them one time in a game and they really enjoy it and they like them, they're cute. They pick them. How you feel about Kyogre? Huge room stuff except for your Mexican team because of your cousin. Very valid. I don't tend to like support things because of anybody else, but I do tend to dislike things because of other people. I'm quite good at finding like, well, I find football teams based on my dad. Like, I support two teams my dad did. But then, like, the teams I decided to hate is mostly because other people piss me off, and I want to actively support against them because of that. I'm not a contrarian. I'm definitely not contrarian. No, I don't dislike things because they're popular. It's more that, like, I dislike the fan base or so like that, so I dislike the team. I mean, Inter Milan are garbage. They got knocked out by Bodo Glimt. Italian league in shambles. Your best team knocked out by Bodo Glimt. I mean, they're top of the league. They were in the Champions League final last year. They are the best Italian team. I didn't say they were a good team, I said they were the best in Italy. Big difference. Also, who's excited for Real Madrid Man City again? I'd always say excellent skill. Pure and utter talent. I should have thrown then, I'll wait way too long. When is Barcelona? Barcelona get Newcastle, what do you mean? Gloom's quite an easy one. The timing on Gloom is very, very simple. I also should be good at it because I'm considering learning the speedrun for this game. So being half decent at the throwing is a good start point, I reckon. Get out of your Joy-Cons. The Switch 2 ones I'm not as worried about. Well, I very rarely use my Joy-Cons to begin with. Switch 1 ones I can imagine were very bad, but I've only really used the Joy-Con itself for this game. So I imagine they'll be fine. Please be speedrunner again, you're so much happier. I wouldn't become like a full-time speedrunner. I would be a shiny hunter that, when I want to break from shiny hunting, would speedrun Let's Go. I'm not planning on turning into a speedrunner again. Just having a speedrun on the side. Little side hustle. And that's still not even like a, I'm definitely going to do it type thing. It's just a thought I've had a few times. It seems like quite a chill, fun speedrun too. You know, there were manips for this game. Grab me your Sonic Advance 2 Fire is the only character you'd play through all the Silver Cream, and that's when you remembered it was speedrun, you never did. Are you assuming there is? Because there's... I never really... I've seen quite a lot of this speedrun. Like, I've never known anyone to mention them in it. Like, it seems quite a straightforward speedrun. The only real thought to be given is on what you catch and when, and then hoping you get lucky with a chance to give you massive experience at certain points. I'm pretty sure the world record just gets a really lucky, like, max size or like a large chancy at one point in the run. Just gives them monstrous experience, so they're over leveled like the rest of the game. I know that, yeah, I mean, it's not a bad information point. The speedrunners make the guides for the games like this very, very readily available, so it's not hard to come across. I'm trying to stop myself throwing that. Yeah, Genfall's a shit show for speedrunning. I think a lot of the modern games are. Most of them are broken nowadays. Alright, we have 10 minutes to get the Gloom. Or I'm going to go play Leaf Green. To transfer my dock into the living room. Effort. Show me new Gloom. Yo, Ali, thank you for the sacrifice. Chansey's bloody annoying. Big in the way and always a firstborn. Anyway. I need to set up the stream bot so it actually links the sacrifice to doing something. It's actually dropping the emotes. Like, it's really simple. You have to activate exclamation mark sacrifice, but I always have other things to do rather than sit on my PC and work out how to do that commands properly. They're on it. Please get out of each other. Sometimes you just gotta be in your homies, it's true. Oh, might have been new, I'm not sure. I didn't see it spawn, so I don't trust it. How many more can I get in 9 minutes? Where my glooms at? Fine. I fear I'm gonna have to break the chain. Watch me get a gloom in Fire Leaf Green. I'd be very impressed being as I'm playing Leaf Green. I'm pretty sure I get Bellsprout. But watch it happen anyway. It says a lot about you and your homies, Pichu, if you don't think that's acceptable. I don't think it evolved into a piece of shit company. I think it's quite a money-driven company, like quite heavily. But I'd argue it's not a piece of shit. Great. Too early. I mean, they couldn't patch Gen 4. How do you patch a physical cartridge when there's no downloadable data? included newer copies, as in what newer versions of Gen 4. But why would you only patch some of them? I don't think that's worth it. I feel the effort they go into that is not worth what it is. I don't actually know if this one was a new one, but we counted it anyway. There's a lot of things I don't like about what they do, like locking anything. Like, why they shiny lock anything? I get it's like a whole thing in Japan about people being left out for getting the first time lucky bullshit, but personally, I just don't think shinies and that should be locked, regardless. That's the thing that gripes me the most, I think. It's like people are angry at them charging money for this game. Why would a company ever release it for free? Like, could their games be better with better graphics and stuff? Of course they can, but at the same time, the rate they actually pump out games is quite quick. I feel like that would slow down and piss more people off if they did it slower. I don't know. There's pros and cons to everything. Right, there's 3 minutes left of stream. We have the world's bounciest fucking Gloom again. Only 3 this time, not the 5 we had earlier. I'll probably just get to 240. End on a roundish number. E6 Pedro's out of 1030, indeed. Content idea coming at 100, by the way. I have a content idea I want to make, but I want to get to 100 first. I'm not plugging that too hard yet because 100 could literally be like 6 months away. I'm on luck, so. It could be next week, it could be like within 6 months away, so I'm not plugging it too hard yet. But when we get to 100, I have a content idea. Oh, that Gloom's already there. Capture 2 more Glooms. We get 3 spawns. 3 challenges are 1, 2, 7, 3. Because 1 failed. Our last catch of the day, unless the next one that spawns is shiny. got good chunk through odds. Did what at odds 209 encounters out of 273. Do we get it to end the day? Womp womp. Right, I will be live again tomorrow doing this again. Doing the entire streak because I'm going to break it now. But thanks for watching.